My name is Matthildur Bjarnadóttir. I am a pastor here in Vídalínskirkju, and I have an MA in Religious Studies from the University of Copenhagen. Christian-Muslim relations in Europe over at least the last 1,000 years have been complex, marked by periods of both conflict and cooperation. Icelandic society has become increasingly diverse in recent years as people from various religious and cultural backgrounds have settled in our country, and Muslims have become more visible in our society. One can estimate that the Muslim population here in Iceland is somewhere around 2,000 people. So far, cohabitation between religions in Iceland has been relatively peaceful. But we cannot overlook the fact that many Muslims face prejudice and discrimination. To get a glimpse of that reality, you don't have to look further than the comment section for this very event, where a large group of people felt the need to express their hostility towards Islam and Muslims. While Iceland is generally tolerant, there are segments of the population with negative perceptions of Islam due to global narratives around extremism or conservative interpretations of the religion. Some Icelanders may see Muslim immigrants as a challenge to Icelandic values, such as gender inequality and LGBTQ+ rights. These are important issues to Icelanders who have fought for equal rights in many spheres in society, and the nation overall is quite proud of its progress regarding equality and freedom. Addressing these tension points requires open dialogue, education, and initiatives that promote mutual understanding and respect between Muslim immigrants and the broader Icelandic community. Dialogue between Christians and Muslims can help bridge the gap between these groups and encourage shared participation in society. In a small society like Iceland, social cohesion is quite important, and dialogue strengthens that. Prejudice and discrimination can result in social exclusion and isolation, hate crimes and negative stereotypes. Disparities in socio-economic status can lead to feelings of resentment and frustration among marginalized Muslim population, contributing to tensions. This fuels mistrust between communities and therefore threatens the peace in our country. Prejudice often thrives when people do not know each other. If Christians and Muslims never engage in dialogue, misconceptions about one another can easily take root. However, through conversation, questions can be asked, misunderstandings clarified, and false stereotypes corrected. In fact, Christianity and Islam share fundamental values such as human dignity, peace, and respect for life. We both believe in one God, the importance of good deeds, and the focus on moral values. There is a lot that unites us, and at the same time, we also must encompass the courage to discuss what divides us. Muslims and Christians are going to live together in this country. That is a fact. We have a choice in how we are going to live together. Are we going to steer away from each other and foster mistrust and even conflict? Or are we going to engage in an honest and courageous dialogue in order to coexist in peace and also reap the benefits from a diverse community? We don't have to agree on everything to achieve that, but we must talk and get to know each other. A follower of Christ is tasked with loving their neighbor. The National Church of Iceland would not be true to its calling if it wouldn't take part in interfaith dialogue and become a part of the solution. Being a multicultural society is complicated, and it takes work to be a successful, diverse society. The goal of this symposium, and hopefully the conversations that follows, is to increase and preserve peace, goodwill, and well-being. We want a society where people thrive and feel that they have a role and a purpose here in Iceland. If you can work toward that, our nation will become richer in so many ways. We all lose as a nation when individuals within our society wither under adversity and prejudice and are not given the opportunity to become active participants. Being an immigrant is complex, and many need help integrating into society. That requires time, manpower, and money, but it costs us much more not to do it. We have examples throughout history and across the world of societies where the coexistence of Christians and Muslims has been successful, and also where it has gone poorly, sometimes with tragic consequences. Let us strive to be an example of the former.